think there's an important lesson to learn here. This is some wild rice. I actually seeded this in 2013, so this is its third summer, 14, 15, and 16. And it's growing rice. Looks like some pretty decent heads. Well, not really, they're kind of thin. But I think the issue here is twofold. One is this was a clay bottom when this pond was dug, and there weren't a lot of nutrients, and it's having to grow here without the nutrient base. And also when it reseeds itself, it's just really thick, and there's too many and too small of an area. But it's still seeding. It's been doing it every year, and the first year it actually was pretty nice, and there wasn't nearly as many stalks. There's probably like 20 stalks in here, but now there's maybe 100 of them just in this little spot. And but it's coming along. But I'm going to show you the lesson. There was a hunk of sod that got knocked into the water here. See that hunk of sod right there? So here's the lesson right here, is there's a hunk of sod that fell into the pond right here, and some of that wild rice seed somehow got over. It looks like it jumped about a 3-foot gap and got onto this sod and grew. And I see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants growing here, and some of these seed heads are just huge. Look at this. Must be like 12 inches long right here. Some big seeds too. You can see them growing in there. So just a little bit of sod here versus that clay bottom of the pond is all it took to get these wild rice to really take off. And something that it took me all until this year to figure out. Bill Mollison, the founder of Permaculture, I've been reading a lot about permaculture right now, and he had a clip about wild rice that if you took care of it and bio-intensively raised it, it would grow as much as a half a pound of rice on one plant. So I'm looking at these stalks over the last couple of years, and I'm thinking there's no way this piece of stalk here is going to raise a half pound of rice. It'll just bend right over and break. But that wasn't the point. He said plant. So you look at some of these plants, and like for instance, this one with the really big one on it. Well, actually they all got big ones on it. So this first one here has 1, 2, 3, 4 stalks on it. Each one of them have a rice head. We go to the next one, which is right in the middle of them, and these are the biggest ones. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 stalks here, all with rice on them. So yeah, I could see it getting to be a half pound. I could see it getting to be a pound. Look at that. And all these, every single one of them have multiple stalks coming out of one plant. So that's really cool. And all these ones that I transplanted, they're in the clay again. Let's take a look at them. I'll go over there and kind of highlight them here for you. These I just planted in the muck, in the clay. There really actually isn't a lot of muck here. But this one actually grew 3 stalks. That's pretty good. This one was 1. This has got 2. This is a single. Not only is it single, but there isn't very many rice seeds on it. It's only like 10 rice seeds on it. That's all it is. This is a bigger, smaller plant, but a bigger seed head. This is the tub that I planted the wild rice in. And I'm going to show you this here. You can see especially this front one here. Look at all the stems here that's got wild rice growing on them. This is one plant. I know it's one plant because I planted 1 plant per pot in this barrel. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 stems, 8 stalks coming out of that one plant. Let's look at the rice heads on them. Start with the ones on the lower side first. So we got one here, we got one here. It's 2 stalks. Here's another one. That's 3, 4. Here's 5. These are all ones that are down below. 5 stalks with rice on them. Then let's look at the bigger ones here. These are the 3 that are the tallest and have the biggest heads. Let's get this back out of here. Let's see them. There's 3. So it's been told to me that you can get as much as a ½ pound of wild rice per plant. Well, I believe it. Now you see all these stalks coming out. So we got. Then I recently had a visitor from somebody who worked for the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, and he's got a friend that talks about wild rice, and he says wild rice can't grow anywhere unless there's a flow of water. Well, there's no flow of water in this barrel. And this rice is forming beautiful. And look at this one right here. This one here is huge. Just look at that. All the rice on there. Here's another one. Look at all that rice. And the one in the background here, holy cow, this one is thick. Wow. So, this is a really good kind of a storage crop. I'm going to try to keep developing this wild rice in my backyard in barrels. Next year I'll do more. Okay, looks good.